and 7 back. Perhaps you shouldn't have left him in the first place. Phoenix nodded stiffly, holding her breath so she didn't cry. She'd been doing that a lot lately. Beside her, Hoarfrost passed a weary hand over his face. We both know 7 couldn't have survived the— She's not dead! Phoenix's voice was almost a shout. How could she be? She was right there before the portal back to Ledge opened. She was— Phoenix broke off as her breath hitched traitorously. She clenched her fist so tightly she felt her fingernails slice into her palms. Widge pressed himself against her, his warmth a comfort. She didn't make it through the portal, Phoenix. You think she'd survive the frozen wastes alone? With no food, no weapons? He shook his head, his mouth a grim line. I don't like Six's chances neither. I know you said the Master needed the boy, but he didn't exactly seem the type to care well for prisoners. Phoenix winced, but the Elder kept on speaking, his own hands clenching into fists. You need to let him go, Phoenix. It's not what I'd usually say. It's not the Hunter way. But the news you lot brought back from Icegaard changes everything. The Master's gathered an army, and war is coming to Ember. Soon, by the sounds of it. Us hunters preparing the clans will determine whether they survive this or not. Whether we survive. Phoenix hugged her knees more tightly. We had to come here, the Elder continued. The floating market's the only neutral ground in Ember. The only place I could bring the clan chiefs together, warn them of what's coming, try to wrangle us all into some sort of fighting force. His eyes darted to Phoenix and away again. They'll be here tonight. You've done an excellent job of keeping that power of yours under wraps so far. Keep doing it. We don't want to spook him. That won't be a problem. She looked up as Hoarfrost stood to go. Can you do it? Her voice was low. Can you convince the clans to work together for once? For once. The phrase didn't do justice to the size of Hoarfrost's task. The tribes hadn't united in centuries, practically made a hobby out of hating one another. The Elder stared across the water. Have to. If we ain't united, the Master and that army of his can pick their clans off one by one. Alone, they don't stand a chance. Without him, we don't either. Phoenix had never seen him so pale or so tense. A chill whispered through her, and goosebumps sprang up on her arms. Then the Elder was gone. Phoenix watched his back disappear into the crowd of low, reed-woven buildings and bustling people, tension humming through her. Where he vanished, 2 very different figures appeared. A tall, dark-haired boy with brown eyes and an enormous stone dog, reddish in colour, both moving quickly towards her. There you are, Dog said, his tail wagging as they reached her. We've been searching for you. Have you heard? Thorn asked, throwing himself down beside her. The chiefs are arriving tonight. Hoarfrost just told me. Phoenix swallowed a smile at the mild outrage on Thorn's face. She still wasn't used to his new hunter name. Dog made a sound of surprise. Of course, Hoarfrost told you himself, Thorn said. When you get tired of all the special treatment, feel free to pass some of it on to me. Phoenix smiled in spite of herself. I'll consider it. For a minute, the friends sat in companionable silence, watching the breeze ruffle the water's surface. Where do you think they are? Thorn asked suddenly. All lightness had vanished from his voice. It was obvious who he was talking about. 6, 7. One friend taken by the Master, another mysteriously lost. It was almost too much to bear. Phoenix swallowed hard before she spoke. I suppose 6 is wherever the Master is. With the crow convicted.